So when you're caught in a landslide, I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. And in the rain, give you sunshine. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you.
So there's been this recurring concept that's come into my life multiple times over the past couple weeks. So being how synchronistic it all is, I wanted to make this video to address that very concept. And the first time this showed up was when I was at the Eclipse of Disclosure conference, sitting on the speakers panel at the end of the conference. I had Bentinho Mazzaro on my right here, Gerald O'Donnell on my left, you know, there was Corey Good, Laura Eisenhower on it, so all of us were on stage. There was a lot of us, 10, 12 maybe. But during the Q&A session, there was a woman in the audience, and bless her heart, she was asking the whole panel this very personal question. And her question was, what advice could we give her, what advice could we offer her, because her family was beginning to figure out where her beliefs really were. Her family was beginning to view her as the black sheep, right? And unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to offer any advice or answer that question at all while I was on that panel that day, but hey, that's why I have this camera and this YouTube channel to do that. Now, not only did it happen that day, but like I said, it happened again. And that was when I was working with one of my online coaching clients. You know, if you're interested, go check it out on my website. But I was working with one of my clients, and he said something to the same effect that that woman did. His was a few years ago. He was telling me it was around the 2012 time frame, and his coworkers began to figure out where his beliefs were. And they began to poke fun at him. Same kind of concept as that woman, right? We have friends, families, coworkers, whatever the case may be. When they find out where your beliefs lie because you're breaking away from the brainwashing, you're breaking away from the mind control, and they have yet to do that, they'll start calling you crazy. And trust me, that shit's tough. I went through the very same thing 4 or 5 years ago. Heck, I still go through that stuff now. I get people calling me crazy all the time. Not quite my friends and family anymore because they know what I do, they know who I am, but you know, strangers say that shit. And it's not fun. It's not fun at all. So what I wanted to do is simply offer you advice on what to do when people who are close to you, who you've grown up with, start to ostracize you, shun you, because they're finding out that you question the status quo. They're beginning to find out that you're different. And that's the first point, is understand that in this world, it's not you who are insane. It's the world that's crazy. You know, I'm paraphrasing a quote here, but wasn't it Krishnamurti who said, "It's no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society," right? So people who are calling you crazy for just simply questioning, connecting the dots, seeing that something ain't right, don't worry about that. Second piece of advice, right? Understand that everybody is on their own path. This is the biggest piece of advice that I can offer you, because understanding that everybody is on their own path, you don't hold attachments to what they believe, right? Understand that. You can't lead a horse, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it, right? So being that they're on your own path, you're on yours, it's a choice that every single person makes on these paths to begin to wake up, to begin to see reality. Some people have made that choice early in life. Some people might have made it decades ago. Some people might have made it recently, right? Many people are making that choice recently because of how crazy the world is getting, that they're beginning to scratch their head and ask questions. But many people still have yet to make that choice. Many people are still ingrained in the brainwashing. They're still ingrained in the mind control. And like it or not, that's the way it is. And that's okay, right? Like I said, it's all a choice. You've made that choice, so you're continuing on that path of evolution, right? Other people that have yet to make that choice, eventually they will. A lot of people say never. Never say never, paradoxically, right? I don't like to deal in absolutes. I'm very wary of people who say always and never. constantly because life is very black and white for them. They're not able to mold their beliefs, right? If you deal in absolutes. Someone might seem like they're extremely ingrained in the system and like they will never wake up, but trust me, people will come around. So what I want to tell you is to keep speaking your truths. Keep looking crazy. If it's a burning desire within you to share your truths, to share what you're finding about the world on Facebook or on social media or, whatever the case may be, on videos, do it, right? Follow that intuition, follow that guidance, speak the truth. We need more people with courage to begin speaking what's really on their minds and to question what's going on. Don't have any fear in doing that. Trust me, I did for a long time, and it causes a lot of spiritual tension in you when you hold back. I got to a point where I couldn't hold back anymore, and look what's happened since then, right? I couldn't even imagine that all this stuff that's happened in the past few months would have happened. But again, when you start following your bliss, when you start following that gut instinct in you, it'll lead you down paths that you wouldn't even imagined. And those people that you thought wouldn't come around will eventually come around. And the last point that I want to make here is that when shit hits the fan, right? When things really start getting crazy, as if things aren't crazy enough in this world, but when they really start getting crazy, right? Everybody's going to be searching for answers. Everybody that didn't make that choice yet will have to make that choice sooner or later, right? When shit hits the fan. So they know that you are already searching. They're going to just begin on that path of awakening, and they already know that you're far down that road. So all the people calling you crazy now, when shit hits the fan, they're going to be coming to you for answers. So speak your truths, speak them loud, and trust me, people will come around. They will stop ridiculing you, and they will begin coming to you for that guidance. Done.